Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wealthy Life, a channel for your personal growth, awakening, and financial wisdom. Have you ever wondered, why is it that when you truly concentrate on something, the noise around you seems to vanish? Why does it feel like the entire world quiets down when your mind locks into a single task, while at other times, even the faintest distraction feels like a thunderstorm? This isn't magic. It's not a gift given only to monks or geniuses. It's the power of focus, a skill, a muscle, something that every single one of us can train, sharpen, and use to transform our lives. But before we talk about how to strengthen focus, let's explore why focus is so fragile in today's world, why our brains wander, and why it often feels impossible to sit still in silence. Why do we lose focus? Think about the last time you sat down to do something important, write an assignment, work on a business idea, or even just read a book. Did your phone light up? Did a random thought pop into your head? Like, did I reply to that email? Or maybe I should grab a snack? This isn't your fault. Our brains evolved for survival, not deep concentration. Thousands of years ago, being easily distracted meant staying alive. If your ancestors could quickly notice the rustle of bushes, maybe it was a predator, they had a higher chance of survival. That tendency to jump attention still lives in us today. Except now. The predators are notifications, scrolling feeds, constant emails, and endless noise from the outside world. In short, distraction is natural. Focus is intentional. What happens when we do focus? But here's the beauty. When you manage to block out the noise and immerse yourself in one thing, something incredible happens. Psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi called it flow, a state where time disappears, effort feels effortless, and productivity skyrockets. Athletes experience this when they're in the zone. Writers feel it when the words pour out without pause. Musicians feel it when every note lands perfectly in rhythm. In those moments, your brain's energy channels narrow into one stream, and the world could be on fire, and yet you wouldn't notice. Let's bring this to life with some stories. 1. Archimedes in his bath. The ancient Greek mathematician Archimedes was so focused on solving a problem about density that when he stepped into a bath and saw the water rise, he suddenly realized the principle of displacement. He ran out shouting, "Eureka!" so absorbed in his thought that he forgot he was naked. That's the power of immersion. 2. Bill Gates Think Week. Bill Gates famously takes 2 Think Weeks every year. He isolates himself in a small cabin with no internet, no distractions, just stacks of books and papers. During one of these weeks in the 1990s, he read a paper on search technology that later shaped Microsoft's internet strategy. That's not just reading, that's focus leveraged into billion-dollar decisions. This showed that concentration is the secret of strength. 3. Bruce Lee's one kick. Bruce Lee once said, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." This isn't just about martial arts. It's about the power of repetition, discipline, and focus on one thing until mastery emerges. Why is focus so rare today? If focus is so powerful, why are we so bad at it today? Because the modern world is engineered to steal it. Social media platforms are billion-dollar machines designed to grab your attention. Every notification is like someone tapping your shoulder while you're trying to think. Every algorithm is competing for your mind. And the more fragmented your attention, the weaker your ability to go deep. But here's the secret. You can take your attention back. You can train your brain to enter silence, even when the world is noisy. How to train your focus. Here is some practical strategies. 1. Single tasking over multitasking. We often pride ourselves on multitasking, but research shows multitasking reduces productivity by up to 40%. The brain doesn't actually multitask. It switches quickly, and each switch costs energy. Next time, pick one task. Put away everything else. Give it your full presence. 2. The Pomodoro technique. Work in focus bursts. 25 minutes on, 5 minutes off. It tricks your brain into thinking the task is manageable. After 4 cycles, take a longer break. This method builds mental stamina and prevents burnout. 3. Environment design. If you want deep focus, design your environment to support it. Remove distractions. Keep your phone out of sight. Writers like J.K. Rowling finished books in hotel rooms simply because there were fewer temptations than at home. 4. Mindfulness and meditation. Meditation isn't just about spirituality. It's literally brain training. Studies show meditation strengthens the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for attention control. Even 10 minutes a day of sitting still and watching your breath trains your mind to return when it wanders. 5. The shut door policy. Writer Stephen King once said, "Write with the door closed, rewrite with the door open." The first draft is sacred. Shut the door, literally or metaphorically. Focus is a sacred space that needs boundaries. Let's revisit how others mastered focus despite the chaos. When Cambridge shut down in 1665 due to the plague, Newton isolated himself at his family's farm. In that quiet, he developed the theories of calculus, optics, and gravity. Imagine if he had tick-tock. In tennis, the crowd can scream, cameras click, opponents intimidate. But Serena Williams learned to silence everything. Right before serve, her face goes blank, pure stillness. That's a trained ability to cut noise at will. Here's something few people realize. Focus isn't just about getting work done. It's about peace. When your mind is scattered, life feels overwhelming. But when you bring your attention to one thing, just one, the chaos fades. You find clarity. You find calm. It's like being in the middle of a noisy city and suddenly hearing only your own heartbeat. 'Cause where focus goes, energy flows. That's why monks can meditate for hours. That's why writers can sit for days. Focus isn't just productivity, it's freedom from noise. So how you can begin today? You don't need to run off to the mountains. You don't need a private cabin like Bill Gates. You can start small. Choose one task a day and do it with full attention. Put your phone in another room for an hour. Breathe for 2 minutes before starting work. Every small step trains your brain. Every repetition builds a muscle. So let me leave you with this thought. You will never reach your destination if you stop and throw stones at every dog that barks. If you can train your mind to focus, you hold a superpower. The world may scream, the internet may buzz, life may swirl in chaos, but inside, you'll find silence. And in that silence, you'll create, build, and live more fully than ever before. Because the truth is simple. When you learn to be still, when you master focus, the world can shout as loud as it wants, and yet you won't hear a thing. Don't forget to subscribe our channel, like, and share the video. May you soon discover your true direction in life.